Hello. On today's agenda, I'm just YouTube in the back, but I gotta find my shifting steering column, manual steering column, and some other odds and ends connections for the Jeep. I've got my dash stuff like that. Let's see what else. I've got clean up stuff like that. I gotta do. I gotta sort through stuff, trash stuff, clean stuff areas out, get rid of stuff. I don't have a dumpster yet to do anything, so if I just got my trash cans or whatever, so I can just start throwing stuff in my trash cans that I don't need or want. Now, if I get it, it's worth money or whatever, I may wind up putting it up on like OfferUp or something like that, or who knows. But do that kind of stuff like that. I had another video, but I had stuff playing in the background, so it probably wound up copyrighted or whatever. I mean, it wasn't volume, but there was still stuff playing. So, so I just wanted I didn't post it or anything, or I just had it recorded or whatever, so I just deleted it. I mean, I still have it in my other stuff. My other archive stuff or whatever, but I may take some bits out of it depending on the background and stuff like that. I may green screen it, or well, I don't know what I'll do. Or I can just go like this and just create another video, which I'm real good at. Let's see. I've got the TV in the back for the media room. I've got the lights that are seen or whatever. That's all around. Which are these? That's the remote for it right here. So you got all different colors you can do. You can do blue, orange, green. Well, yellow is not. Yellow's green, I guess. It doesn't even look yellow, but it says yellow. See that button right there is what I'm pushing? That ain't yellow. That's not yellow. That's green. What if I hit the green button? Will it say, will it go yellow? No, it'll go green too. Right, that's still green. Go figure. We got red, green. The blue color I like the blue color. But that's neither here nor there. But I gotta look up Jeep stuff like that. I'll wind up pressure washing my Jeep, but that's gonna be later, a little bit later or whatever, on pressure washing and washing the Jeep up. But before I do that, I want to get it moved. So it's like in the sun, and it's not right under a tree for all that for the tree sap and stuff like that to come right on it and get it dirty. You know, all that green stuff you get when you park under trees and stuff or whatever, which is no good. If you live in town or whatever, or even in the country, and you got birds and trees and stuff like that, and you park under it, and you gotta wash your vehicle every time because there's a bunch of bird poop on it, and you don't want that. Or keep it in garages or whatever. I mean, a lot of people do that too. Here I don't have a shop or anything like that. I mean, I got that semi-trailer out there I can turn into a little shop, but that's not something I can park cars in. I got my carport or whatever. That's still too small. I want a shop is what I want. Get a big enough shop or whatever, that way I can put my projects in a shop, that way I can leave them apart and stuff like that and get going on them and stuff like that. But leaving stuff like that outside apart, you don't want to do that because it's just going to ruin everything. Then you got to buy everything, buy everything again just to do it, because it's just going to mess everything up. Let's see. So off all that jargon or whatever. So today's agenda is gathering up the parts and stuff I need for the Jeep, cleaning up areas here and there. I want to clean my living room out on that side where there's a table. There's a little tall round table right there. I want to clean that whole area out right there so it's all clean, nothing's there. But I got to find a place for all that stuff. I don't want to leave stuff outside to get ruined or anything like that. I don't want to do that. I'd rather have my equipment instead of my equipment being ruined. I need to clean the back porch area off right out back so I can just park stuff back there so I won't have to worry about it. Or get rid of a dining room table I have or something like that just to get enough area or enough room to put that stuff. That way I don't have to worry about that stuff at all because it'll be out of the way. Let's see what else. Get that, hook that up, and maybe do like a design or drawing or something like that on stuff. I want to do so. I got the Jeep stuff playing behind me right now. The volume's down, but you can still see that TV over there, which is right here, which I can shut off. Here, let me do that. That way it's not even there. And that may be thinking that'd be copyrighted or something like that. I mean, that's all the live, that's live TV stuff. So it probably wouldn't be copyrighted or whatever. It's just stuff playing in the background with no sound or anything like that. So I just shut it off. I mean, it's there. We'll see what happens with this video, if it gets copyrighted or not. I don't think it will. I mean, there's nobody talking but me. But there's stuff playing in behind. But a lot of it would be covered with my big old head. But like that, see it or whatever on the other side. But I can do turn my Xbox on and go to YouTube here too, so it's playing with my stuff too right there. But I got stuff playing behind me that's on the Jeep. That is me thinking about the stuff on the steering column on how to get it hooked up. What it was is the original steering column that come with it. You had it go up to the neck, basically the neck of the steering column, and you had welded nuts on it to go up so you can screw into them welded nuts on that column to push it where it needs to be, to leave it where it needs to be. I don't have that on those manual columns I have, or those universal columns I have. I don't have that. And that the metal on that is way too thin to try to weld anything to it. So I'm going to have to think outside the box on how to get that steering column hooked up so it's tight. So I may wind up using get the rubber block pieces or whatever, and get them to line everything up and be able to get up there and tighten stuff up like that. Maybe get it so I can tighten into that rubber block or whatever that's right there and get it so it's tight. Or build up this piece I need, which is right here. Because the steering column will fit like right here or whatever, but there's going to be a lot of room above, so it's going to be loose right in here. I can use like these right here to kind of study the column or whatever. Yeah, let me put this down. That way you get a better effect of what it's going to do. See, it'll hold like that. So the column would go here, and there's not that much room here, so it'll wind up being tight or whatever. But I still got play side to side, which I got to work on. So if I put a block right here, maybe a block here and a block here for it to actually fit down into, it's going to be a lot tighter right in there. And actually do that. It's going to be a lot tighter right in there for all that. So I'll have to figure that part of it out too and see if that comes to fruition or however it comes or whatever. But that's what I have to work with. I've looked up the original steering columns for the 1989 Jeep Wrangler. I've seen prices used from $400 all the way past $1,000 for them, with people say, "Oh, I'm going to get a payday on this. Somebody wants this," and it's a piece of crap when you get it. Why do that? Why go with an original that's going to wind up a piece of crap when you can just go universal and it's not? If you're going to use the Jeep for play, why does it need to be all original? If you're going to use that Jeep for show, you got the money to buy all the original stuff for it. But if you're just going to play with it, it don't need to be all original. Make it your own. Put your own connections in there. Put your own spin on things. And do it the good way. That way you have more fun building it Instead of just being something that's all original, that's all, okay, this ain't no fun. I mean, this just goes here, goes there, boom, 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 you're done. Make it all unique. Don't make it all original. Make it your own. And that's what's good about building. Especially with Jeep builds or vehicle builds, car builds, truck builds. Make it your own. Don't make it original. Now, if you're out for only making stuff original, have at it. More power to you. But if you want to make something unique and yours alone, improvise and adapt and make it your own. Don't want to do it all original? Don't do it all original. You think these right here in here is the original that come with this? No, it's not. But this ain't what I'm talking about on making it unique and yours or whatever. Those are just connections that'll help do what you want. Put your own spin on what you do. It can be any kind of build you want it to be. It can be a media room build. Put your spin on it. It can be cooking a meal. Put your spin on it. It's easy. All you gotta do is think about it in your head and do it. If you want to do something in life, it's no use leaving it in your head and not doing it. If you want to do it, do it. You want to create a video, create a video. Maybe it goes viral. Who knows? Maybe it does, maybe it don't. But one day, a video that you do at some point in time will go viral. The more you do, the better you get at your videos, the better you get doing stuff. I don't do a lot of the hashtags or the titles and stuff like that on my videos. I mean, now if I did and started adding the implements and stuff to my videos and stuff like that, of course I'd probably get a lot more views, a lot more followers and stuff like that. But what I'm doing, I'm not basing on money. Now, if I get over whatever followers I need to start making money on YouTube, yeah, of course. I'll start making that money and put that money towards my videos on stuff I can do. So if your main point on doing videos for YouTube is to solely make money, you need to rethink your videos. You need to rethink what you're trying to your content on what reaches the right certain people. If it's all based on making money hand over fist, you're in the wrong line of business. If you want to do YouTube videos, do them for fun, do them for yourself. Now, if you get implanted in YouTube and you start getting the followers you need, find out the demographic of your followers. Find out what they want to see from you. Do they want inspirational speaking? Do they want motivational speaking? Do they want to learn more about God? To learn more about struggles in life? They want to learn more about Jeeps. They want to learn more about working on electronics. Find out what your demographic wants. There's a lot of my followers on here are like the military type and stuff like that. They like the gun content, which I actually have. I have my AR-15 behind me. Which is right here. I have my AR-15 scope. I got my thingies right here. Let's see. That way you can go down, you can pop them out and stuff like that. Put them back up. But I've got that. I've got my. I got my Ruger 45. I got my Mosin Nagant. Which is Russian. It's a Russian like sniper rifle. Which is right here. Which is not loaded at all. I don't care. I don't actually keep my guns loaded. Well, I mean, okay, how can I can rephrase that? All right, I don't keep like the rifles and stuff like that loaded. My AR's unloaded. It's got the 22 conversion kit in it. It don't have the AR-15 bolt in it. It's got the 22 bolt in it. It's not loaded. My Ruger 45. It's not barrel loaded, but it is clip loaded. So all I gotta do is boom, snap it in, whatever, and take care of whatever I need to take care of. But it's not like somebody's gonna come crashing through my door trying anything with me. I don't think anybody's gonna do that. I mean, there's people out there that'll do that, but no. Not because of me, but because of my dogs. Because my dogs come at somebody. They're not gonna sit there and say, "Oh, come on, bite me, bite me." They're gonna turn around and run and say, "I'm out of here." Which I got both of them. The scariest dog I have, probably, if somebody comes up that they don't know and tries breaking in and stuff like that, is Blue. She'll be the one they gotta watch out for. Max, yes, but Blue is the one they gotta watch out for. She's kind of a little sneaky, so you don't know what she's gonna do. But since I got my Jeep stuff playing behind me and stuff like that, I'm just sitting here talking. I mean, what else am I gonna do? It's gonna be hot outside today. It's still coming out of summer, so it's still hot. I gotta wait till like when it starts getting cooler days and stuff like that to start jumping on that Jeep and stuff like that. But I want to go ahead and gather stuff up and get my living room cleaned up and stuff like that. That way I can set everything up and go through everything, make sure everything's right and stuff like that. Like, I still have to go through this, which is all my switches. This is my power switch. Turn everything on. Start it up with this, or I'm going to do something different with this. I'm going to add, let me see. I've got this button, like these buttons right here. I may take that button like that, add this, like a button like this there instead of this button like here. Because the back connections of this, that's all this stuff right here. It's got all the connections you need. But it also runs all of these toggle switches. So I may wind up leaving it like it is. Because it'll also run all these toggle switches right here for stuff, which I have to kind of straighten up. Maybe like that. They still need a little bit of straightening or whatever. They're still a little bit crooked. I gotta fix that. But that start button right there, you'll start everything, but it's got all the connections you actually need. You got your power, your positive, your negative. And it goes from this one right here, and it goes over and powers all three switches. Now, if you hook up like this, like that, you're not going to power all them switches like that. So I may just leave this push start right here. I can always go in and find a schematic for this on getting it going and what it needs to hit and whatever on that push start or whatever. So I got to figure that out. Let's see. Yeah, that's how that goes or whatever. But I'll figure that out too, and getting that in the Jeep or whatever. I had the ignition or whatever on the column for the Camaro or whatever, but it went bad. The chip that I had for it, I didn't have, so it wasn't working or whatever. It wouldn't start, whatever. So what I do is I'm able to turn that. And I can actually turn the power on or whatever on like that through the column. But I took it and took it off that and put it in the ignition switch I put on it, the universal switch I put on it. So you got your like your backup, your whatever on that. You can turn over, get your lights and stuff. Then you got that. Got your next one for your lights, your tail lights, all that. Then you got it, so you turn it on and you start it or whatever. I hooked it up like that. Just like I'm probably gonna wind up doing a Jeep that way too. So if I put a universal steering column in there, it don't have a key to it. So there's no key to it. So you're gonna have it, but it's gonna be basically universal steering column. So you gotta add a switch to it. So you'll have the switch. You can start it up, stuff like that. I don't know what I'm on here. Another one of my talking videos or whatever, just talking about stuff. I don't know what it is. Well, let's find out. Let's see what I am talking about.
Again, it may be aluminum, I'm not for sure. But I may wind up using that because it don't rust. So it's probably aluminum because it don't rust. Stainless steel would rust, I think. At some point, maybe, I don't know, because I have stuff that's stainless steel that's in butter knives that rust. But I'll go in and check that kind of stuff out and see if I can make one a dash something out of that or something
Jeep.
like that. Take the other one off and see, or just cover the other one, take the stuff out.
Diamond plate.
Measure up all the holes.
I may do.
That, put this in that and stuff like that, and maybe just make that a long-lasting project on doing stuff here and there. Because I've already got a daily driver, so it's not like I need to get it running and get it road ready and get it on the road. It's just something I tinker around with or whatever. But I got the Camaro too, but the Camaro, last time I had it running for a bit. I had to get the bag gas and whatever. I should have kept putting the gas treatment in it, so the gas would stay good. But I got the fuel injectors to clean and stuff like that. So I got to get to a point where I can get it running and run it and just run the gas completely out of it. Or actually figure out how to actually drain that gas out of it and put probably wind up hooking an electric fuel pump to it and actually use the electric fuel pump to get the rest of that gas out of that gas line and just do it that way.
It's a good idea. And I got that.
I can actually get the bad gas out of it, then I won't have to worry about it, and then I can get the starting fluid and get it so it'll actually run the bad gas out of those fuel injectors. That way there's no gas in them injectors whatsoever. I just disconnect the gas and just get all the gas out of the tank and just hook everything back up and just kind of run it.
I need to work on that too.
Run and see if anything picks up out of the tank and just like run it until it actually completely dies. Then, because I had it like that for a while until I started doing it. Then I got into the Jeep and forgot all about that Camaro because I left gas in it, which was a very big mistake of mine. So I gotta worry about, see if I can get them fuel injectors cleaned out and all that kind of stuff. I may go and maybe do that because I actually, the battery I had out of it was a Cyclops battery I have in the Honda out there. Because the other battery on that Honda went bad, so I had to get another battery for it. And I went to price a battery a couple of years ago. They wanted like $300-400 for a battery for that. I said, well, screw that. I ain't paying that much for a freaking battery. But now I got to a point where I'm gonna have to wind up buying a battery for that the Honda, or I'll just wind up keeping the one that's in there and just buy another one for the Camaro. Just buy a new one for the Camaro or something. But I got the cores and stuff like that for batteries. Just pick up a couple new batteries. But I don't want to buy, let's say, a battery for the Jeep, and unless I have the money saved up or whatever, then I can just have a check around at custom shops and stuff like that. Just have a good custom shop do it. That way I know everything gets done right and it drives the whole 9 yards. But I may just keep that as a toy or something, just to maybe, I only got an acre, I only got like an acre or a half acre I drive on, but.
And there's all that on that stuff. Just basically talking about the Jeep Camaro builds and stuff like that, that I do need to go out and get that Jeep, not the Jeep, get the Camaro actually, so starting fluid in there and get it so it'll actually run that bad gas out of that, so there's no gas in those fuel injectors, and just run the gas completely out of that Camaro. I have to do that at some point so I can get it running and do that, but I want to get a new battery or whatever for If I can get a battery for the Honda, I can take the battery I have in the Honda, which is for that Camaro. Take it out of the Honda, go back over there, hook it up in there, get it so I can get it, even if I have to put a charge on it or whatever, just get it so it's charged or whatever, have it on there. So use my battery pack or whatever for my jumper pack or whatever. Get it so it'll start, get it started, get it running, and let it run and run and run until it runs out of gas completely. I think it's on like a fourth of a tank or maybe a little bit over or whatever. So just keep going and going and going until it runs out of gas. That way I can just leave it like that. And then when I want to do something with it, I can put some gas in it, start it up, and put it wherever I want to put it. That's when I get to a point where I'm going to work on it or whatever. But right now, it's just got bad gas in it, and I got to get that gas out of there or whatever, and just run that gas out. If I can get it running again, if I can get it running, it'll probably stay running, just enough to get all that bad gas out of it or whatever. Or take everything and maybe hook everything into like the fuel, like a the electronic fuel pump or whatever, and just hook that into it somehow. Just universally hook that into it. That way I can run it like that and start running gas out of it, then shut it off completely, and run whatever's in there. Then run the gas out of those out of the fuel injectors, and just run the gas out of that. Then it's good to go. I don't have to worry about it because there won't be no gas into them. I know I got the pump in the gas tank itself. Get it up, get it running, get it up in there, whatever. It does the same thing. But I need to get it so it actually will run to do that. So if I can't get it to run like it is, I got starting fluid or whatever, spray in there or whatever, and get it so it'll run, and just let it run. Just not worry about it. Just make sure my fan's on, and just let it run until it completely dies out or whatever. But I gotta wind up doing that too. But right now, like I said, like everybody knows, the main concern right now is my dog Max. So the money I have is saved for him on the 26th is when I got to go and get his heartworm treatment and stuff like that. Get that done. That's going to be 6 to 8 weeks or more on getting him on that, getting him checked and all that, and getting him basically good. So all the heartworm stuff is gone. There's nothing in his blood system. He's good to go. He's gaining weight again. He's running. He's playing. All that kind of good stuff. So got to work on that and get that going. That way he's good, and Blue's good, so she don't have heartworms or anything like that, so she's good. I got the stuff. I got him on what is it? It's what is it? Probiotics and stuff like that, so they can get their stomachs good and stuff like that. I got them on that. They're doing the itching and head shaking and stuff like that. So they're not doing it as much as they were before. Now they got them probiotics in them and stuff like that. So, once they get good, it's not something you like keep feeding them and feeding them and feeding them and feeding them. They'll get if you do that, they'll get immune to them, and it won't work. So you get them going, you get them so they're not doing those signs anymore on shaking and all the scratching and stuff like that, and the licking paws and stuff like that. Also, I think that's caused yeast and stuff like that or whatever on the paws and stuff like that. But get them out of that. That way they don't do it no more, and then you can kind of cut down on those probiotics until it starts again. Excuse me. Sneeze. Until it starts again and like seasonal or whatever like that or whatever. I mean, get them going good on that and stuff like that. I got Max on it too. That way, he did the head shaking and stuff like that for a little bit. But then I got, like I said, I got the heart treatment coming up for Max. The other stuff on Max, you can go back and look at the videos and stuff like that. Be talking about Max and stuff like that. I'll put them in a playlist or something like that, so they're all in a playlist, which I'll do after this video, and I'll get them all in a playlist, which I could probably actually do right now. Yeah, let me see if I can jump on my laptop here. Let's see what else we got here. Let's see.
I might have.
I like my shorts and stuff like that. I got all my shorts. Those actually probably, I don't think those are going to play, but let me see. Those are my shorts. Let's see if those are that should be my shorts. Let's see. That's safe. Safe for children. Cause on that I had Now let's see.
You're earning? Perfect. That means you're earning it. No warrior ever rose from an easy road.
Sorry about that.
Greatness is carved from chaos. Built.
Alright. On that one where it says safe for children, I had some guy on there, and it was one of my other shorts or whatever, that he said, oh, whatever it is, oh, my children are watching this and stuff like that. And I basically did a video about it, I said, before you let your children watch anything of mine, make sure you watch it first, and if it's safe for them, then they can watch it. Don't just sit there and say, oh, let's watch this or whatever, and say, oh, what's this? Let's see. And then you're going to find out it's not for kids, right? Think about it. And go from there.
Through battle, the weak beg for rest. But you thrive in the storm. Every doubt, every obstacle, every ounce of pain, fuel. So tighten your grip, set your stance, and charge forward like your legacy is on the line. Because while they hesitate, you dominate. While they fall, you rise. Now move. Make damn sure the world remembers your name.
That's why. You gotta watch it first before you let your children watch it.
Especially when it's a choice between what you want and what is right. It's in these moments that we often find ourselves questioning our values, our priorities, and even our path in life. We're faced with a crossroads where one path may seem easier, more comfortable, or even more desirable.
So don't judge a video until you watch it yourself. Then judge the video and see if your children can watch it. If you judge it that your children cannot watch it, find something of mine they can watch.
But deep down, we know the other road holds the weight of responsibility, integrity, and growth. It's these difficult choices that define who we are, shape our character, and ultimately lead us to a life of fulfillment if we're brave enough to choose what's right.
Life can be tough, but I remind myself that it can change in a moment. I've had days when everything felt like it was falling apart, but I refuse to let those days define me. This pain isn't forever. It's just a part of my journey. I will not give up. I'll push through because I know better days are waiting for me. Every struggle I face makes me stronger, and I won't let anything stop me. I don't wait for life to change. I make it change. My breakthrough is coming because I will fight for it. I'm not just surviving. I'm growing, I'm fighting, and I'm taking control of my future. My best days aren't behind me. They're ahead, and I won't stop until I reach them. Even when the odds seem against me, I will rise. I refuse to let fear or doubt slow me down. Every step I take, no matter how small, brings me closer to my dreams. This is my life, my fight, and my story, and I will make it a victory.
We all want to be a beast, but do you know what a beast is? A beast is someone who can go through hell and be grateful that their legs are working. A beast is someone who's lost everything and is grateful for the opportunity to get everything back and get even more. A beast is someone who can hit rock bottom and say, Roger that, I'm going to harness the shit, but it's only out from here. And come back even stronger.
Everyone has a dark side, the side that remembers.
Looking for videos. I'll just let you watch that here for a second. It's only been a few
A
minutes.
side that stays silent, not because it's weak, but because it knows exactly what it's capable of. Just because someone is kind doesn't mean they won't walk away. Just because they're quiet doesn't mean they won't stand their ground. The most dangerous ones are the ones who could lose control, but choose not to. Respect the ones who master their darkness. They're stronger than you think.
Sometimes you just need to be calm. Learn not to fuss over things that are beyond your control, and just let go. There's nothing that kills us more than what roams in our own minds.
You don't need to be loud to be powerful. They'll overlook you because you're quiet, but silence Silence isn't weakness and it's control. You don't need to scream to be strong. Your calmness, that's your power. The way you carry pain without breaking. The way you heal in silence, grow in darkness. That's strength they'll never understand. Your journey doesn't need to be loud. It just needs to be...
I'll work on the playlist for Max and stuff like that on some of them videos like that. I could do it better on my phone than I can on my laptop. So I'll work on that. I'll end this video here, and I'll get to the stuff I need on the time lapse on like the cleaning areas, finding the stuff I need for the Jeep, and stuff like that, and then get everything in one area or whatever that I need for that Jeep. So I got a lot of cleaning to do and stuff like that. But I've done cleaning videos before and stuff like that. I mean, I don't know if you'd rather have me talking or whatever like this, or just walking around doing the cleaning or whatever. That's kind of boring. But once I get everything cleaned up, I'll show you the before. I'll do a before photo and get everything cleaned up, then do an after photo on having everything in the area I need it and set up and all that kind of good stuff. So you're one of a kind, you're blessed, so bless those in need. Thank you all. Stay blessed.